Hey guys, Shell Zelda here with my lovely bonnet. It makes a return for all my videos. But I am back with another headband wig, this time from the company Outre. Okay. I don't know why you're showing the back, there's nothing there. It is called HH Kinky Coily. I got it in 14 inches. And here's what it looks like outside of the packaging. Of course, it smells like factory. Here's the instruction card, which shows that you can do different hairstyles with it. I like the versatility. They showed that you could do half up, half down. I might want to try it. I never tried that before. But the hair is really nice. It's soft and very springy. It has a lot of coating on it at first, but it's to keep that spring jerry curl look, but it's really soft and very springy. Here's the inside of the wig for those who want to see what it looks like. I understand because some people are like, hey, I want to buy it, but I'm not sure if it will fit my big head. Not even big head. I'm not sure if it will fit my head that has all this hair. Because most companies make these wig caps like 22 inches, which is the standard. But they need to start making them a little bigger. This one comes with 3 combs, 2 on the side and 1 in the back. And of course, you have the Velcro strip, so that keeps it nice and secure. It was so nice that I brought it twice. Yeah, I brought it twice. This is my second wig. Unfortunately, I ruined the first wig with box dye. Actually, 2 different box dyes. Yeah. Oh, because I'm Shell Zelda, and that's what Shell Zelda does. I ruined it with the same method I did back in 2018 when I used 2 different colors to dye my hair. So at this point, I was starting to have hope because it looked pretty good. It looked really decent at this point. My whole head was red. And I was like, oh, okay. So there's some hope after all.
Nope.
I look like a bloody Q-tip. I look like I have no man and no friends, which is partly true. I look like Raggedy Andresha, the black edition. I look like the Black Annie's crackhead mom and her daddy would be the alcoholic Eddie Kane Jr.
Could I have 1, 2, maybe 2 drinks sometime? What, I'm an alcoholic now?
I'm pretty sure this is not due to 1 or 2 drinks. It looks like an ongoing problem that should be addressed. I mean, look at him. I look like I dyed my hair with a box of cinnamon. I look like that big red food from the 5 Heartbeats. I mean, seriously, my confidence was shot down at this point. Clearly, history repeats itself because I managed to do the same exact thing to my wig this time. Yeah, because I'm dumb. And yes, I did record it and make a video, but of course my phone deleted it. Ironically, the only clip that didn't get deleted was the finished look. And I know you're probably thinking, Shelly, that don't look nowhere near as bad as you would describe it. Nah, y'all, that's because that was on camera. Off camera is where all the fun happened, okay? So let me tell you what had happened. My dumb behind, instead of buying bleach to lighten my hair for this red hair dye I wanted, my dumb behind uses honey blonde box dye. Yeah, because I'm smart. Anyway, I used that. That was fine. That didn't mess up my hair. But 3 weeks later, when I went to put the red box dye on top of it, you know what I'm saying? That's when things got juicy. You know what I'm saying? Because I put it in, you know, the next day comes, I'm noticing my hair looks wiry and the curls are stretching. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I said, let me wash it again. Sometimes washing your hair revives things. When I tell y'all so much red dye came out, yes, y'all, I left dye in the hair. I thought I rinsed it good enough, but apparently I didn't. It was a lot of red dye left in the hair, and that's what killed the hair. It kept processing it, apparently. Even when it wasn't, you know, sitting in my hair, it just kept processing it. And I even tried to revise it, you know, with the deep conditioner. That thing got tangled like nobody. It got tangled and matted. My dumb behind tried to use the Denman brush to brush it out. I brushed out a clump of hair, and murder she wrote. That was the nail in the coffin. What happened to the hair? Here. Yeah. It was braiding hair for my next hair video. Y'all see that soon. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm looking kind of juicy fruit here.
You know very well what you are. You're my sugar thing, my chocolate star.
Food crazy right now. Yo, I be having too much fun when I record my videos. You gotta have fun when you do these videos. But one thing I meant to mention is that even when I brought both wigs both times, I noticed a sparse in the front. I don't know why they did that. Pretty sparse. But here's the back. This is 14 inches, I believe, before it's stretched out. So this hair gets pretty long. And y'all, unlike before, I'm doing it the right way. I brought bleach again. Yes, this is the second time. I got 30 developer and the powder mix. Okay, that's how you say it. My homegirl Nikki from the beauty supply store, she told me to get 30 developer this time, because last time she didn't. And of course, I like torture, so I came back with some more red hair dye. Sorry, y'all. I need like some water. Red hair dye. This time I got it from Dark and Lovely. Usually you get Cream in Nature, but they didn't have it. That's the color I'm hoping to go for, or maybe that color. It depends on how long I leave the bleach in my hair. But I have a sad dilemma. I can't put the dye in right now. Oh God. Yes, y'all. It says if you bleach your hair, you must wait 4 weeks to color. I know, but girl, you don't want to mess up your hair though. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot how to do it. I mean, my brain is in a fog, I'm being honest. I haven't used bleach in a hot minute since my LuvMe video, as you see here. Yeah, let's watch their product. But before I start bleaching, I actually want to take her hair in a couple of sections. I'm gonna do that off camera, y'all don't have to watch me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the first packet. She said I need about 3 of them because I'm only doing the ends. So let me just cut it over here. Got freaking hair and stuff in there. Okay, just put that there. Add the powder. Maybe I should have got a bigger container. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna just add the powder. Okay.
God bless you.
Freaking powder flies everywhere. My God. So I asked her how much do I use of this 40. She said about half a bottle. Don't use the whole bottle. I said, okay, I don't know. I'm gonna use half of it, or basically enough to get some sort of creamy texture, almost like a pancake mix. So that's what I've been told. So let me just start. Now that I watch my old videos, I have the confidence to start mixing again. But of course, like before, I have a plastic bowl. This time a plastic spoon. Look, y'all, I can't help it. I didn't buy a mixing bowl because I don't be bleaching my hair like that. You know what I mean? I don't be over here mixing colors in the bowl. No. So I just took an old Chinese food plastic bowl in a plastic spoon. Don't worry, I threw them all out after I finished using them. That's what I had. I'm gonna use what I have. You know what I'm saying? It works just the same, no difference. So, like I said before in my previous video, you want to mix it like you making some pancakes. Of course, don't eat it. It's deadly and toxic. Girl, hold the bowl up. Jeez. Hey. Yeah, so you want to start mixing it until you get a nice creamy consistency. Don't inhale it. I probably should have worn a mask as usual because I always forget. But I'm gonna put some water on my hair just to get it to relax. I'm not trying to soak my hair or anything. It's just looking a little too so glow. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too springy right now, too coily. I want to get it to relax because I am trying to put them in 2 pigtails so I could dye the ends or bleach the ends. So at first I was just gonna do the ends. I was just gonna do frost tips almost. Well, a little bit more than frosted tips. But then I was like, look, I paid money for this stuff. I don't want to wait. I don't want to have a drop of dye. So I decided to do a little more than half of my head. Bleach a little bit more, half. I look like Pippi Longstocking. And yes, y'all, I am using my hands for this. I do not have my application brush. I don't know where that thing is. Somewhere stored in a box somewhere, because I have so many LuvMe hair boxes. Yeah, I brought a lot of wigs from them. Okay, don't judge. But I brought so many wigs from them at one point between my sister and I just use them as like storing my hair stuff. And I think my brush is in one of those things. So I don't have that, so I decided to just use my hands, and come to find out that works just fine. Using my hands to add the bleach in, just gotta be very careful not to rub your face, rub anything, because you know you have bleach. I do recommend using some sort of mask and staying in a well ventilated area, because I was doing it in my bathroom. I couldn't really open the door. It's just too much going on in the background. I didn't want it in my video, so I had to keep the door closed. And it was a bit strong. Thank God it was only 30 developers, so I can imagine if it was higher, like 40 or 50, yeah, no. So as you can see, the color is starting to change. Yes, it did shed a little bit. At first it seems like a lot, but when you think about how long the hair is, that's pretty much a few strands of hair. So yes, it does shed a little bit. But y'all, I already went ahead and did both sides, and as you can see that it's already processing. The bleach is getting, I mean, I could have just left it like this, which was fine. I mean, I was going for red, but I used the whole mix. I was trying to get every nook and cranny out of that bowl. I used the whole mix that I made. I used one packet. Of course, I didn't use the whole bottle. You only use, like you're making pancakes. You only use enough liquid to make it creamy and consistent. So yes, I still have some left, some developer left in the bottle. But I used the whole powder packet, of course. Yes, you have to use the whole packet. But yep, look how it's coming out nice. And this is what the back looks like. It's getting processed. It already changed colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Kinky shampoo. I actually like their products. And rinse it out. They did recommend the directions for the bleach. Recommended, you shampoo it out and stuff. I wasn't sure because I know when I use box dyes, they like, oh, don't shampoo your hair, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, just rinse with warm water and then put a leave-in conditioner. So I don't know. So I was like, let me make sure. No, they're like, no, you need to wash it out. Then of course I went in with their conditioner. Their conditioner is so thick and creamy. I actually like my natural hair loves this Kinky shampoo and conditioner set. And yes, there was some more shedding, but in my opinion, it is minimal. That's how much shedded during the wash cycle. Not too much. And this is what it looks like, y'all. It came out so nice. It lightened the color a few levels, and it did great. But I'm going to go ahead and put a deep conditioner in by Shea Moisture. Their deep conditioner is pretty good. it's always good to apply a deep conditioner or a conditioner if you don't have a deep conditioner after you bleached your hair, for the most part. Even after you dye, but they said don't. No, they just say you can't wash your hair. But it's always excuse me. It's always good to put moisture back in your hair, the wig, whatever you're wearing after you bleached or dyed, because it does strip the moisture. But in this case, this hair is slick as snot. Okay. So I go ahead and put these little twists in my hair because it's gonna be okay. Well, hold on. All right. I don't know if I'm listening to something or probably something in my head because I'm a little weird. So I just go ahead and put my hair in these like 4 twists, so it can make it a lot easier for detangling purposes. Excuse me, when I go to rinse it. But to be honest, y'all, it's still slick. The bleach didn't touch it, okay? The bleach didn't touch it. Y'all, I think I look cute. Hippie long stocking here. Of course, I have no eyebrows as usual. Man, I had eyebrows in the early 2000s. What? You couldn't tell me nothing. I didn't need to draw nothing on my face. But no, plucking, years and years of plucking, which they don't tell you when you start your eyebrow journey. Yeah, took my eyebrows out, but I look fine. No, except for getting conditioner on my face. And this is what it looks like in natural sunlight. There's no other color in my hair. This is just the bleach alone. So if you like this color, just do the bleach. But I'm back. It's probably about 2.5 weeks later. Not the recommended time to dye my hair red. They recommended on the box about 4 weeks, but I'm dumb. You know, I don't listen. But as y'all can see, I cut my hair in some layers because the layers, well, the wig didn't have any layers, okay? So I cut it. But I was feeling this wig once I cut the layers into it because it gave it a shape, you know what I'm saying? But let me show you the back. Y'all, this is still only the bleach. It looks so nice. I love it like this. I low-key didn't want to dye it, to be honest. But I brought the dye, so I must apply. That was corny, but anyway, I'm back with Dark and Lovely's Crimson Moon. Yeah, I plan on dyeing those bleached parts. We'll see how that goes. And here are the instructions with the horrible gloves that come with it. Yeah, those gloves are horrible. Who needs those gloves and who needs those instructions? I got my own gloves, okay? I used to work in a hospital, so I know what I'm... Yeah, well, Shelly, maybe you shouldn't have pulled it so hard. So while I was applying my ripped glove to my hand, I've noticed something in the mirror. Something on my phone that I'm recording on. Yeah, as you can see on my face, I was about to cry. Yeah, because... Y'all, I'm telling you, I didn't even notice this, so I'm gonna switch my camera. I'm recording on my new phone, but look at my phone. Do y'all see that crack on the back of my phone? Y'all, I had this phone for nearly 6 years, and I ain't never got no crack on it. 6 years, and something did me dirty. I don't look at that. I don't know how I got that on there. That is the phone that I record all my videos, including this one, except for this scene here. I'm using my new phone, which the quality's boo-boo. I'm being honest. I don't like the camera quality on this one. But I got a crack on it. I'm thankful it's not the front of the phone, right? I'm thankful. See, look, that's the phone with the crack on it. To me, it looks better. Oh, and get this. The new phone that I brought to replace it has a crack too. Okay, now that one was my fault because I had a bad case on it and I actually witnessed it fall on concrete. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. But y'all, 2 phones, right, Shelly? 2 phones cracked. But the show must go on, Shelly. Show must go on. Anyway, let's get back to the business of dyeing, shall we? I'm here with the cream developer and the conditioner color. I wasn't sure exactly if this was a leave-in conditioner or a regular. No, it's just a regular conditioner. Oh, Shelly, you know that. And for some reason, I don't know, I like sniffing stuff. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a cat and I don't know it, because I don't know why I gotta sniff everything. And of course, you gotta shake to your heart's content, girl.
Ain't no way you can take this from me.
Yeah, so I was looking at the color. I was like, I don't know. It's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. It's not necessarily just dark. It's just, I don't know. It's like a dull red. But it does say Crimson Moon, so I don't know. But of course, I applied the dye the same way I applied bleach, by hand. Because it works. It works. For me, it does. And for me, it's easier to dye my hair with the wig on my head. Yes, you could dye it on a wig stand. You could do whatever you want. You could put it on a mannequin head. But for me, it's depending on how I'm dyeing it, it's easier doing it on my head. And this is what it looks like, fully saturated with dye. I'm still trying to get some of the ends. I'm trying to use as much dye as possible because look, I paid money for it. So I'm trying to use all of it. I actually end up putting it on the roots too, even though I know the roots are black. But you know, hey, it may give it a little tint. You know what I'm saying? I really did want my roots to be dark and the ends light, but you know, maybe it'll just give it a little light tint. Probably not, because you know, it's black. So I decided to take my hair and pin it up and put a plastic cap over it. It does help with the processing. It traps that heat, and boy, when I tell you, it gets hot under that cap, because it does. I felt like my hair was cooking in the microwave. But don't I look like somebody's lunch lady? 450, 550, 645, 850, 550. But while my hair is processing, I thought I'd watch some good content on YouTube. And here's what it looked like in natural sunlight. Yeah, it didn't do anything, right? It doesn't look like it did much. Oh boy. Yes, y'all, it is 3 weeks, probably even more later. I figured let me catch you up to speed. So what had happened was, as y'all can see in the picture previously, the color didn't really do anything. I mean, to be honest, it actually warmed up over a couple of days. It got a little bit more vibrant, should I say, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't what I was desiring. So I was like, Dad, there's got to be another solution besides buying like more dye and messing up my hair. I didn't want to dye it again. So I Google searched, I looked around, I watched a few videos, and I saw this product called Overtone. And I was like, wow, it's vegan friendly. It doesn't have any harsh chemicals in it. It is a semi-permanent dye in the form of a deep conditioner. Yeah. I was like, oh, I could do that. So the color lasts like 2 to 3 weeks. Of course, every time you wash, a little comes out over time, but you could refresh your hair. And it's so simple. It's literally cream that you apply to your hair. You let it sit on it for a while, and then you rinse it out. And then boom, vibrant color. Oh, and quick disclaimer during this part, y'all gonna see me laugh and giggle a lot because I'm watching Kip Boga. He essentially trolls scammers. Y'all know those Amazon scammers who send you those emails and stuff like that. Those fake emails. Yeah, he essentially trolls scammers by pretending to be an old woman or an old man. His channel's not just about trolling. He does help the victims get their information back, their accounts back, and reports them to fraud teams. Y'all should check out his channel. But don't worry, y'all. I'm going to have these clips at the end of the video. Y'all got to see these outtakes. Yes, like I've mentioned before, the previous color didn't really do anything. So I'm back to try this Overtone on my wig. And I have it, of course, in these twists. I have a couple of twists in my hair because I wanted to change my curl pattern. Y'all, let me tell you, I brought the Overtone and I thought I brought a large jar. Y'all, let me show you this baby jar. Yeah. Look how tiny This jar, it fits in the palm of my hand. I thought I ordered the larger jar. I forgot what ounce it was, but I got this baby jar and I have to use what I have. It's gonna work today. Yes, y'all, here's the little baby jar, and this is what comes in the packet. Gloves? It looks like something else. I'm not gonna say it. Wait, oh, yeah, it's strong, but it has a nice scent. But this is what it looks like. The color is scarlet red, I believe. And y'all, look at the twist! Ah! It came out so nice. I love that. That is my pattern. I love how it came out. And this is where I messed up. Yes, you're like, girl, how many times? Don't y'all know my name is Shell Zelda? Yes. I messed up again. Not a big blunder. I mean, it is a deep conditioner, essentially. You just rinse it out. Y'all, I couldn't see the instructions on that tiny jar because I have astigmatism. I just couldn't see, so I tried to Google it. They have multiple products. So the one I Googled was like, yeah, you wet your hair, you put it on, and then you rinse it out. Yeah, no, that's not how you apply this one. I'm supposed to apply it to dry hair and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even longer, and then rinse it out. Nah, I let this thing sit for 5 minutes on wet hair. So you essentially take the product and put it on your hair. It actually smells good. It smells like peppermint. I couldn't smell that when I was smelling it in the jar, but now that I'm like digging in it, it smells like peppermint. It's strong though. It's a little strong, but these dang gloves. I don't know why companies give these terrible gloves, but anyway, they said to apply a generous amount. You see what I'm talking about? Apply a generous amount to the hair. They basically said this is almost the way they worded it is like there's no limit to it. And I'm just retwisting it back up. So I finished applying it to my hair. I'm just doing the roots. I always do the roots, even though I really don't intend for it to do much to black hair, but you know, maybe it'll give it a little tint. I don't know, like I did with the Dark and Lovely. It didn't really stain the gloves. I kind of like this product a lot, and here's how much I have left. I could have used a lot more, but then again, I applied it incorrectly, so I'm glad I did. And here's the final result. Yes, I know I did it wrong, but it came out nice. I could still see the color, and no, I don't think it's Dark and Lovely doing that because it didn't look like that before. This is the Overtone. If you can see a little hint of color, that's from Overtone. This is the back. Yeah, y'all can see the color in it. And like I said, I applied it wrong, and I still see color. Y'all, I love this. I'm feeling it. I love the curl pattern, and I love how I cut the layers. It's like, oh, okay, girl. That's more of me. I can see some of the color in it. So Overtone, even though I applied it incorrectly, it still came out pretty nice. So I'm overall happy with this wig. I actually love it. This wig, the older it gets, the better. Once the coating starts wearing off, the hair really comes to life. This wig is something I will buy again because I love it so much. But y'all, this video is long enough. I will come back with a picture of the Overtone applied correctly. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.
start to swell, kind of get real. I like sweat.